Gosh, that's a big piece of meatloaf. I don't know that I can eat all that at one time, but I'm gonna try.
I had them out here, but then I put them in there.
So how many miles did you end up putting on this vehicle?
Oh, I don't know. It's got 180 on it now.
So you drove this in a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it takes money to fix them
Yeah.
up now, that's for
But
sure.
it could be fixed up. I had a friend up the road, he fixed one.
And talking to some of the customers and talking to Jane and seeing some of the things she's got going on here on this Saturday. And I know some of you, I don't know if I can see the miles in here or not. Yep, maybe. Let's get in here. Some of you ain't gonna believe the miles on it. It's all original. Let's see if I can zoom in there a little bit. Don't have my glasses on, but 70,000 miles, the best I can see. And got the original interior in it back here. Check this out. This front seat's covered. Check that original interior. Look at this headliner. 58 years old coming up here. Look at them sun visors. Look at that steering wheel. Hello, this is John Ward with the Appalachian Channel, and thanks for watching this video of my North Carolina highlight clips from April 2024. Angel and myself just got back last night from North Carolina, and we're out here this morning enjoying this beautiful sunshine. And I want to show you some of the things that we filmed while we were in North Carolina. I want to show you about 5 to 6 minutes of each different place, which there were 9 different places we went to. And you saw some of the clips there in the opening of some of the places we've been. Also today in this video, I'm going to go back and show you some highlight clips of some of the things that you're going to be seeing in the full videos that are coming up over the next month or so. I'll be posting about 2 videos a week. So some of them will take 6 to 8 weeks maybe before they're actually all posted. But boy, did we have such a great time. We got to go and meet some new people and go back and film some of our old friends that's been on the channel before in other videos. So I just want you to make sure to subscribe to the channel. Many people has thought they subscribed to the channel, but they subscribed to a different channel that kind of knocked our name off, trying to trick people into subscribing to their channel. And they're not really subscribed to the Appalachian Channel with John Ward. So there'll be a link there in the description below that you can click on to go make sure that you have subscribed to the Appalachian Channel with John Ward and not another channel with a similar name. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe and you'll be notified as I post these upcoming videos. Plus I have more videos coming the rest of the year. I have a list of the places we went to, and while I was in North Carolina, I was filming every day, but at night I did editing. So I have one video from the trip I already posted. That's Leon's Express Burgers, and you can see the clip of that coming up here real soon, another clip of it. And another one of the videos that's already posted is with Kathy Dix at Just Plain Country in Walnut, Cove, North Carolina. So we're going to go into the very first clip right now and show you a little bit of Walker's soda fountain. And one of the coolest things about that is when we went upstairs behind the scenes. Now guys, if you go visit Mount Airy, he's not going to take you upstairs. He doesn't have time, the owner doesn't. But he did take me upstairs. His name's David Jones, and we were very fortunate to film there on our as we got into Mayberry, or Mount Airy as the real name is, on Monday, April 22nd, and we've got to go upstairs and see some of the old business offices that used to exist in the upstairs of the Walker's drugstore. So in this very first clip, let's go and check that out, and then be looking for the full video to come up soon. Hello everyone, it's John Ward with the Appalachian Channel, and I'm back in Mayberry, or Mount Airy, North Carolina, and I am here with David Jones. He's the owner of Walker's. soda fountain, and he's been here for 18 years, him and his wife Laura, and we're in for a treat today because we're going to get to have one of his famous hot dogs that's been talked about quite a bit, and we're going to do some things a little bit unusual for us. We're going to get to see some history here of when they were businesses upstairs of this old drugstore.
Yes, sir.
And this has been a drugstore. It was a drugstore all the way back in the early 1900s, all the way up to 1990.
Correct.
And after that, it became a couple other things, and then you ended up with it.
Right.
18 years ago.
Right.
You made it through the pandemic.
Yeah.
And you're here today, and you're going to let us see upstairs where some of these businesses was at. And
sure.
we're going to go inside and see some of the original equipment, the shelving, and the scales and stuff like that. So guys, y'all ready? Who wants to see the upstairs part? I'm excited about that, I guess.
All right.
I love the old history about old businesses. That's my thing, David. And let's do that first. Let's go upstairs first. Let's do that. All right.
Oh, it's going to be dark up there.
Dark?
It may be too dark for you to film.
We'll try it. Oh yeah, we can see up here.
This was Dr. Morefield's office. He was a dentist. His dentist chairs were, he had 2 dentist chairs up here.
So this was a dentist office. How about
Yes,
that?
sir. Dr. Morefield.
Wow. Now this is really cool to me. I love seeing the old original stuff.
Yeah. Right here was the X-ray developing room.
Oh my goodness. X-ray developing room. Wow. Wonder what year this operated as a dentist office up to. I bet you don't know. That'd be a hard one.
Golly.
Probably just maybe into the 60s.
Yeah, when I was a little boy, maybe, and beyond that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a real treat to see that.
And this was the receptionist's office. So,
wow.
and that was his office back there. His name's on the door right over here.
Wow. That is cool. I bet there's some people might know the history of him and when he opened and how long he was here.
Yeah, probably. And
Journal Sentinel.
that's the Winston-Salem Journal's Mount Airy or Surrey County distribution office.
Wow. In that one little room right there, they bought.
Yep.
So you don't think they bought actual papers up here though, do you?
No, they probably set them out under a shelter somewhere at a service station, and the route guy went by at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, picked them up, threw them in his car, and went on his way.
Yeah. So they used this to probably keep up the subscriptions and stuff where they was going to.
Yeah, this is just sort of their little office. nothing much to it.
I love it. I love it. I tell you what.
That's a bathroom.
That was a bathroom for everybody on this floor probably at the time.
And this back part back here was the M.C. Goodman Chemical Company, where they invented and manufactured ready headache powders. And you now know that company as Goodies.
Wow, that's something.
They changed their name to Goodies, I think, when they moved to Winston-Salem.
So they're still based out of Winston-Salem?
Yeah, they're still in Winston-Salem.
I had no idea where Goodies was made. So this is where it originally started. How about that?
Yep.
Man, that is.
It sure is. And this is a stairwell that goes down onto the mezzanine and then down to the first floor.
Yeah, you was talking about that earlier. That goes
It's treacherous.
Yeah,
You can see how treacherous it is. Well, if I had the light on. See, that's the mezzanine floor right there.
okay.
And then them stairs.
And that was
go on
above
down.
the part where they did the drugs part.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
So yeah, I'd be interested to know what year they started here in it, wasn't it? Golly, look at these. I love these doors.
Yeah.
I love the color. Look at that.
I think that was an added-on bathroom. Little bit of had a little the back gutters got stopped up, and that's where the damage come from on the back wall there.
Right. Wow. With no radiator heat.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's probably they probably had a boiler in the basement at one time.
Sure did. It's still down there.
Still down there, yeah.
It was a coal boiler.
I'm imagining you're not still heating with that no more.
No, but like the front 30 feet of my basement is still laying full of coal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yep.
Well, that was a treat, David. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
letting us come up here.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Wow, guys, I don't know about you, but I love seeing where old businesses used to be at one time and how things have changed over the years. That was a great treat to go upstairs of the Walker Soda Fountain and see that. And our next trip, we stopped on Tuesday, or we actually camped in Mount Airy at the Mayberry Campground, and on Monday night. And Tuesday we came back and filmed at Leon's Express Burgers. And that's not named after Leon from the Andy Griffith Show. A lot of things in Mount Airy are named after the Andy Griffith Show, such as Opie's Candy Store, Barney's Cafe, and it goes on and on and on with different things. But Leon's Express Burger was named after Leon Newman. He actually opened the restaurant in the 80s, but the location there where Leon's is at has been a cafe and diner for probably 100 years. And let's go meet Paul at Leon's. He's the owner now, and his father-in-law was Leon Newman that originally started it. Paul's been there 35 plus years. Let's go talk to Paul a minute.
We watched her grow up. She was coming. He brought her in here when she was the little baby carrier.
Oh yeah.
We watched them grow up. I have a few families. Like now it's the third generation coming in.
Right, yeah.
You know, their fathers, then their children.
Kind of like family, ain't
children. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, they are. It's tough, you know. And then when they get sick and you lose one, whoop, you know, that really hits home.
Yeah.
Lost one last week.
Really? Yeah. You've met a lot of people over them years.
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
you met a lot of friends through the
Oh,
restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of people, all kinds. From judges and lawyers down to moped riders, you know.
So, tell us a little bit about what you got on the menu for lunch today. You was telling me a
Today
little.
the special is chicken casserole with your choice of 2 vegetables and bread. And the vegetables today are potatoes, mashed potatoes, pinto beans, collard greens, green beans, fried apples, okra, squash, slaw, collard greens. I think that's about it.
So they can pick a chicken casserole on any of those 2 sides there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think what I want to eat today. I'm
We
not
had
for sure.
the combination baskets with hot dogs and chips and stuff. And then cakes and pies. We have a few of those. Not a lot, but for people still hungry after they eat.
Now, some of this, all of this down through here, was this in the building originally
Yes.
from the city?
Yeah.
It was City Cafe, you said, or
Main Street Grill.
Main Street Grill?
Yeah.
Okay, originally, and it's probably here from the 30s or 40s, I guess.
Easy, yeah.
Yeah. I love this vintage stainless steel setup you got down through here.
Thank you.
It's
Nice.
beautiful.
It's easy to keep clean. It's
Lasts forever. Just
fairly
about,
easy
don't
to
it?
keep clean, yeah.
Yeah. So this restaurant has done good for you, looks like.
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
like you've been very successful.
I'm blessed, yeah. You know, it was tough times when the mills moved out. We used to be open until 8 o'clock at night.
Oh,
Do
okay.
dinner also. So at lunchtime, the mills would stagger their lunches so they all could come up here.
Okay.
Because I only have 40 seats.
Yeah.
You know.
And it shut down, a meal.
Yeah.
What did they make at the mill?
Socks.
Socks.
And children's clothes.
Okay. How long ago did it shut down?
About maybe 16 years ago.
Okay, been a while.
A while, yeah. And then they put condos in down there. Now those people come in.
Okay.
They come in.
Yeah.
They've really done a nice job bringing people into town, redoing the mills down here into condominiums.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty nice.
Right. So I say you got a good worker right here, looks like.
Yeah.
This is what, Lindsay?
Yes.
Yeah. Good to meet you, Lindsay. Who's the gentleman cooking back here for
Matt.
you?
Matt?
Matt, yeah.
Gabby. He started 3.5 years ago. When I had my hip replaced, he came in. My son took a family leave of absence from his job and worked here, so I didn't have to close.
Okay.
And he trained Matt, and Matt's been here ever since.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did your son work here for you before growing up? Yeah.
He did growing up when he was in high school, college, and now he has a real job. As a teacher.
As a teacher.
So we're in here a lot.
Well, yeah. I bet so. Looks like they got some good food.
Yes, they do. Bye-bye. We'll see you later.
All right there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Leon's Express Burger clip. That's just a short clip, but that video is already posted, so you can watch the full video in its entirety after this video. The link for that will be in the video description below the video here on YouTube. So on Wednesday, when we got to go out to film on Wednesday, I went back to Madison, North Carolina, went back to Madison Dry Goods, but this time they have a restaurant in there. There's 2 buildings for Madison Dry Goods, and Smitty rented out the restaurant part to Jennifer Briggs, and she opened up in January and got to go eat lunch and spend some time with them. Check out these clips of our visit there. Well, I'm thinking macaroni, but that's too.
Mac and cheese and pasta salad.
I think potatoes and gravy. I'll do that. Mashed potatoes and gravy. And pasta salad, yeah.
And pasta salad. Yes, ma'am.
It's the best stuff in the world. It's in here.
My brother, for the longest time, swore up and down he did not like banana pudding. Then she brought some home to him, and he said, "Oh my God, I love banana pudding." Now he loves it.
From 1897. It's not original to the building, but it actually predates the building by a few years, if you can believe that. But it still works like a charm, and we still use it for all of our cash transactions. We've added this piece here, this automatic cashier. It's amazing how much time it takes to make change for people, so this just makes it super easy. When I know how much change to give them, I just push the button and it deposits the exact amount of change. We have to carry 50-cent pieces here because the machine isn't, I guess, smart enough to know that it doesn't have those 50-cent pieces in there. But as you can see, if I push 42, it deposits it right down here and gave us the right amount of change.
How about that? What year does that date back to, you think?
That's probably from the 20s, I would guess. It's like I said, it's not original to the building, but there probably would have been something very similar to that here in the building in the early days.
So you like collecting local products?
I do, and in fact, you'll see, I mean, even more products here and there. This recently I acquired. This came from actually the wholesale company that was just down the street, Grogan's Grocery. It's about 2 or 3 stores, storefronts down the street.
Now here's one I had as a kid.
Oh yes. Yeah. I got that actually when I was younger as well. That's one of the things. And in fact, most of the things I can tell you where I got them or when I got them.
Oh yeah, you remember?
Sure.
What's the oldest item you've had around here?
Oh goodness. Actually, it's this clock here. I remember at least the first thing that I purchased with my own money. That clock there I purchased when I had just got my driver's license. I went to an estate sale and I found that in an old garage, and it wasn't working. Now I don't have it wound up, but I had it fixed recently, so you may just hear that chiming when you come in the door.
Well, how about that? And I think I bought a t-shirt from you. I wear it all the time. Madison Dry Goods is a burgundy shirt.
Oh, and, yes, yeah.
When I was here. So you got a lot of stuff to do with the recreational area around here, the Dan River.
That's right, yeah. We're probably hop, skip, and jump away, as they say, around here from the river. So we have a lot of tubers that go down the river, kayakers, canoers. So we get a lot of traffic from that as well. The I guess the out point is just down the street behind the clock tower. So a lot of people, once they leave the river, they want to come shop in town. And so we carry a lot of shirts that relate to the river here in town.
Wow, that's such a neat store. If you're there in the area, make sure to stop into Madison's and have some lunch with Jennifer. Do a little bit of shopping there in the store. It's a great place, a nice little town. All these places on this trip, on this road trip, were all within an hour drive of each other. Main towns that I filmed in was Mount Airy, Danbury, and Walnut, Cove, and then over in Madison. So let's go to the clip on Thursday. There were several videos I filmed on Thursday, and the first video that morning was just plain country. Check out this clip from Kathy. From Miss Kathy showed us around and showed us some of the food that she sells that's locally made, and we'll be right back with the next clip.
I tell you, we have got some. When you get in this store, you're going to see we have like the pickled okra, we got grape leaf pickles, we got pickled beets, we got jams and jellies. I will be coming up probably this summertime. We're going to have the stuffed peppers. I ain't got them right now. This lady makes them. She's 80 years old and they love them. But I had a guy come in not long ago. He got him one of them jars of the pickles there, the grape leaf pickles. He went out, ate the jar, come back in. He had a big old beard. He come back in, had it all in his beard. He said, I want 6 more jars. I said, what? He said, them's the best pickles I ever eat. So, guys, we got stuff that you're going to like, and ladies like it too.
Well,
I even got my shirts.
I don't think you had them last time.
No, I had these made up. These are my t-shirts. Right here, I love it. It says, I'm just plain country, honey. I tell everybody that, and it's got our phone number and the address there. So, hey, you come on in. We got these on special for $19 now. We've got several things. We've also got this. We've got the muscadine juice. We got apple cider. We got honey. We got the old pure honey, and got the Dippity Dang barbecue sauce. He comes in and brings it. So I like this here. This is made out of West Virginia. This is stone ground. We got the cornmeal. Hey, we've got all kinds of stuff here. We got buckwheat flour, grits. I mean, you step back in time when you get this stuff and it's stone ground.
Here's another pump that's been restored.
Yep.
They was here last time, and I didn't.
We've got several, and we got several new ones. We got some loopsters around here you guys might like to see.
What's that now? Repeat that.
Them loopsters, them oil loopsters.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. They'd like them. I got several gas pumps. There's probably 10 gas pumps in here right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go downstairs and look at them in a few minutes.
Okay, that'd be fine. We got coffee. You was wanting to know some of the stuff that we've got. This young man right here, Marshall, he makes this coffee. Hand in Hand Coffee Company. This is local made here in Walnut Cove. So he makes this. This is Ashburn, North Carolina. He makes some coffee. So I mean, and I've got the young lady that makes our local elderberry. And I'm about out. I got to get some more.
Now, what's that used for?
Elderberry is something that is used to help build up your immune system.
Okay.
A lot of people going through times like this, and it even helps with allergies. So it's got raw honey in it. Can't go wrong with that, can we?
No, I love this little counter you got right here. What's the history on this thing?
Oh my goodness, this old counter it was in somebody's booth. They was getting ready to take it out. It almost looked like a coffin because it was sitting on the floor, had the base made for it, and it was hilarious. I said, what is that? And it's got the old drawer.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about
and
that?
And everything. And so I had a base made so we could use it up here.
Absolutely.
I love it. See, you never know what you're going to find in this store. And I found that here.
You have 150 vendors. So
150 vendors.
There's a wide variety of things.
Antiques, crafts, collectibles. I mean it. We got it. Farmhouse stuff. And, guys, we got goodies. I got country ham.
Tell us about this ham a little bit.
Okay, this is that Freight Courier's country ham. You can't beat it. I got some, it's got just the chunks, the big biscuit pack. We got some, it's the big pieces.
Let me look in here. You got some more in here. So there's different types of packs. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man, I bet that's
Frank,
good.
It is some good ham. It definitely is.
What
I got
else
to
we
get
got
some
in here?
more. We've got cream horns. We have got eclairs. Them eclairs are famous. She goes to the fair every year when they do it over at the Winston, and everybody comes all over to get them. It's that King Classic Bakery that makes this baked goods right here.
And now is that in the? Are they in the town of King?
They're in King, yeah, they
okay.
are. Now they're not open to the public, but people order from them, and they got stuff. They got it all up and down through here. Sam's Pizza's got it. This here is from the Dandelions over here beside of Oma's. I love helping everybody out. I buy cakes. I buy all their breads and stuff.
What's
oh my
these rolls
goodness.
right here?
Yes, they just come in this morning fresh.
Oh my goodness.
And then we got Mama's chicken pies.
Oh yeah.
You can't go wrong. She's got some with no veggies. She's got some with the veggies.
Wow, that Miss Kathy, she sure is a sweetheart. I love visiting her, going back. This is about the third video I have filmed with her. Also, you'll see her again here coming up. She went to eat at the Hillbilly Hideaway with me to film that. But on Wednesday, April 24th, the next stop after Kathy's was the Milk Bar restaurant. And that was a nice treat too. Let's go to the Milk Bar for a few minutes. Guys, check this out. Look at that. You talk about a fat man's delight right there. I'll tell you what, look at that salad. Now this is lunch now, guys. This ain't dinner. I'm gonna be hurting here in a little bit if I eat all this, but I'm gonna try to do my best to get it done. Come on, dig in. What'd you get, Kathy? You got this.
I got my mouthful. Catfish nuggets, hush puppy, black eyed peas and corn, and mac and cheese. It is good.
And does anybody know what this is? They call it different things in different places. They call it what do they call it?
It's fried cornbread.
Fried cornbread, but we call it a hoe cake too up in Tennessee. A hoe cake and fried cakes are different things. So leave in the comment there if you have a name for this. This is, I mean, that's just really good eating right there. I tell you what.
And it ain't a pancake.
It ain't a pancake. So I noticed that you've got a sign out there. I haven't seen anybody with a neon or lit sign wanting help.
Well, I think it was desperate times call for desperate measures. We kind of got it, hoping that it would have. There's so many restaurants in our town, and you know, I feel like sometimes the restaurant help has been kind of depleted over the years, you know, with all the restaurants that we have. So we kind of wanted something that would stick out to say, you know, hey, we're hiring. And yeah, it's work. We have a lot of people that write on their application, you know, we saw the sign, so they come in and fill out an application. We've got some good employees from it.
Well, how long have you had that sign like that? I don't remember seeing it last time.
Yeah, we had it, but it's something we don't plug it up unless we're hiring. So if you see it's like hot and now. If you see the sign on, we're hiring.
So the wife and I, we're in here so often, and we know everybody by name, and so we sort of call this place our Cheers. We're sort of like Norm on the stool. You know, you never get rid of us. We're always here. Before opening some days, and after close for hours some days, just hanging out talking. So enjoying one another's company.
It's funny when we were so amazed when we first opened this restaurant that it's such a small town. You know, this table was talking to this table, and it was just 5 tables were just all kind of talking together. And I said, it's just like being at your grandma's house. I said, everybody knows everybody. Everybody talks to everybody. You know, we have people that come here every day that we get to see. We've been so fortunate and blessed by the people that we've got to meet through this restaurant.
Did y'all make that chicken salad?
Yes.
Homemade.
Homemade. Everything in here is homemade. We make the cucumber onion salad as well. And that's a very big seller as well. And then we'll slide a tomato slice in here. And we'll slide one here. Crackers, and that's the lunch plate. Order up.
So she was saying something about you made the cheesecake. Is that right?
She taught me how.
This is we make our cheesecake from scratch, and it is a big seller here at the Milk Bar. People love it. We try to keep it in stock, but sometimes we run out, and we, you know, do our best to keep it in the cooler. But people love it. It's a labor of love when you make cheesecake from scratch. It's not a quick process. It takes, you know, a day, and then it has to kind of sit in the refrigerator overnight. You can't really serve it for the day that you make it, so it takes a little bit to get it, but it's wonderful. People really like it.
Absolutely, I like it. I know. I think you gave me some of these cherries to go with it last time.
Yep.
Right
You can get cherries put on top if you want it, and we also have German chocolate cake. It's a big seller. People love it.
What's in these cups down here?
That's banana pudding.
Oh, banana pudding. Okay.
Yep. Here's a piece of our German chocolate cake.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
And then we have coconut cake that has been a fan favorite since we've opened. These little things right here is probably the most popular thing in the restaurant because people swear that when they make them at home they don't taste like they do here, but we had trouble probably in the last 3 months getting marshmallows, and we finally were able to get them again, and people have we can't hardly keep them in stock. So,
man, we had a great time there eating with Kathy and meeting all the staff at the Milk Bar. That's just down the road from Kathy's store, Just Plain Country, maybe a block or so down. So you can visit with Kathy, eat at the Milk Bar if you're in Walnut Cove. And another thing that was besides the Milk Bar that was really fun was the Palmetto Theater. And I say that wrong, it's Palmetto. I'm going to try to pronounce that right, but I get it wrong. Theater that they restored. Wow, they did an excellent job. The building was pretty much ready to be tore down. It had a roof leak, the roof was falling in. It had become in terrible disrepair. 6 of the local people there got together, become partners, bought it, and started restoring it, and it's been open for several years now. Let's go check out. One of the things I loved the most was the old vintage cameras upstairs, the cameras for the movie theater when it was once open, and we're going to go get a clip of that and a little bit of what they did there restoring the Palmetto. Let's take a look at that clip and we'll be right back. So got some nice seats. How'd you just come across these new stadium seating?
These seats came out of the AMC Theater in Old Town out near Winston-Salem. They closed their theater down, and we found out that they were selling some of these seats. They was asking $4 a piece for them, so we paid $4 a piece for these seats.
Well, I bet you're happy about that.
Oh my gosh, we were happy.
So, yeah, did you ever check what the cost to buy one of them new would be?
Oh, these things are probably about $115 a piece.
All right, that's still cheaper than I thought they'd be. I figured they'd be about $300 a piece.
Yeah.
So we can see the crying room right here that we just came out of, and so they could go in there if their baby was crying and still watch the movie theater, and they probably had a speaker in there at the time.
They did in the old days. They had a speaker.
Yeah. So yeah, this is you got this area out here so you can use for setting up tables. I saw some pictures of having dinners and different things going on. Or
we did. We intentionally left this open so we could make it a multi-venue building. You know, so. We thought we could have dances here, which we have had some dances. We've had several events where people would have food and tables, and it's worked out great. We've got the extra chairs over there, so if we have a large show going on, we can put the chairs out, and we can see about 230 people in here. We've got 129 chairs here.
129. You've got your one of the new projectors. I guess that's a digital.
It is. It's a laser. It's a laser Christie professional projector.
So this is my favorite room right here we're going to go into. And there they are.
All their glory.
So have you done any research on the manufacturer or maybe what year they'd have made them?
No, we haven't. They're called carbon arc projectors. And they use a carbon rod like this. That's what they use. You put it in there and electricity burns it like a welding rod. And that's where it gets its light source.
So it's not a bulb, isn't it?
Not a bulb.
So
put out a
were
tremendous.
some of the rods still around from when you?
These are the only ones we've got left that we know
That
of.
was here from the original.
Yeah, they're just partial rods that we've got.
It sounds like you'd have to know what you're doing to run this projector.
I expect you would.
So-
They put off a tremendous amount of heat. We had to vent the heat out, or they had to vent the heat out through the roof.
Wow. Yeah, I love them, man. They're absolutely beautiful. I've seen this in Knoxville in a theater. They have one of these in one of the big theaters in Knoxville where they've took one and restored them and got it out there just to show people.
Right.
You know? And but they redone theirs, you know. I like these in their original state, you know.
Right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So what's this over here? What's this piece of equipment?
That
Is this a
was
sound?
the sound system for the theater. It's got a radio in the top, and of course down here was they could adjust their speakers throughout there. That was a spotlight. Is a spotlight.
And they used it through that.
And I suppose it runs off carbon arc also.
Okay. So they had 2 different projectors, and that was because of what, Dirk? Tell us.
Well, back in those days, probably every movie had at least 2 reels. I think Gone with the Wind had like 6 reels. So you had to change the reels in between, you know, when one ran out, you turn the other one on and run it. And then, of course, this was a rewinding machine where they'd run it and put it back on the original reel.
So they even had a projector that had a bathroom up here that they could use and not have to leave.
Yeah.
So
We've talked to some of the guys that ran these projectors in the old days, and they told us how hot it would get up here, that they would have to go out and sit outside because it gets so hot inside.
I could imagine. I don't
Amazing.
know. Even if you wasn't running them in the summertime, I imagine with no air conditioning,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to get hot
Oh, yeah.
up here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is my favorite room, and love it.
Of course, back in the old days, everything had to be dark because the projectors, they didn't put out the light like the projectors do nowadays. There was no ambient light. When they seated you in the theaters, you might remember they'd have flashlights that they would walk around with. If you came in late before the show, after the show started, they would have to escort you to a seat with a flashlight because it was dark, absolutely dark. That's why they've got these steel plates up here, was to.
I don't know if it's just me or what, but I really love seeing those old movie projectors. I guess maybe because I loved going to the movies back in the day, or I love making movies here for YouTube. But I really enjoyed seeing those vintage cameras. I enjoyed seeing the work that they put into it and how they restored it and saved it. A historical landmark was saved by the dedication of 6 different people there, and they put in a lot of work and did a great job. So that's got us Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then on Friday, boy, I spent about 4 hours walking around with Wayne. I met Wayne originally last year at the Pretty's General Store. He goes down there. He don't live too far from there, and he hangs out with Jane and helps Jane a little bit. He'll be 84 coming up here real soon, and he is just loves to dance. He loves to go out and socialize with people at the places where he does the flat foot dancing. And so you saw a little bit of clip of the opening of this video of Wayne. Let's look at a few more clips here. We'll be right back after these clips.
I got some onions. I got some iced potatoes. I got 108 tomato plants. I got some broccoli planted. I got cabbage planted. Got some zucchini squash, some yellowneck squash.
Now what are you going to do with all that?
Just let it go, probably.
Just like the plant.
I got a couple of neighbors I give it to.
Yeah, because you can't eat all that, I know.
No, that's the biggest garden I've planted in a long time.
Yeah.
I think I've got about 18 rows. Got something in them. They ain't never come up yet.
Well, it's getting that time of the year for that stuff to start sprouting up and doing good. You got another car in this building right here. Let's look at it. Now another Chevrolet in this building, I believe.
Yeah, that's a 67 Impala convertible. Black top, 283 motor, power glide transmission.
What year did you come across this one?
I've had that thing about 20 years, I guess.
20
Something
years.
else. I got it out of a junkyard.
Out of a junkyard?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
somebody had sold it for junk?
Well, yeah, they got it from a junkyard over at Germantown.
And you took and had it painted and the motor fixed?
I had it painted, overhauled the motor, put a new top on it, rolled and pleated the seats, put a brand new set of tires on it, and I parked it. I ain't drove it since '89. Don't fall now. Just step right on back here. Be careful and don't bump your head here.
Okay.
I moved the shelter and I had some of the stuff here. This right here is a buggy right here. Yeah, I bought that from my neighbor years ago. I had a thing women used to get up on. Had a hole in it. Had some oil cans. I don't know what went with my thing. That's an old sack. It's tore all to pieces. You want to get back here and look at it? Can you step right around over there?
Yeah, I can get around there, sure.
That's a storage place they had in it. There it is. It's got a little dirty. I gave $275 for that years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's, had you ever hooked a horse to it?
No, I tried to one time, but messed up my thing here. She didn't want to do it.
She wasn't used to it, huh?
No.
She didn't want no part of that buggy,
Yeah.
did she?
Yeah.
Now, this is the car that we saw down at Pretty's last year that we filmed you with.
It about that June the 10th, 1955. That was his birthday.
So what did he buy? Did he buy a car every year on his birthday just about?
No, he's bought two, this and the 66.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember that.
He traded the 53 Chevrolet for that.
A 53.
Yeah. Had 18,000 miles on it when he traded it.
So you got this, you told us, when you were 17 years old.
Yeah.
And so you've
He
had
gave
it 67, 68 years now.
He gave it to me when I was 17.
Now you've redone this and you said that you painted it maybe twice over the 67 years.
Been painted twice. Rolled and pleated the seats in it. You want to see this?
Sure, absolutely.
See, that's original stuff there.
Oh,
That's
all
the way it
original.
come out. Yeah.
Maybe the radiator's been replaced.
Yeah,
I'd
I put
say.
a new radiator on it, yeah.
Them things just won't hold up, will they?
No. Well, I got it right there in the box.
Oh, you still got the original in the
yeah.
box.
Uh,
So now what's these lights down here? I just noticed that. Was that an add-on or is that factory?
Hey, fog lights. Yeah, no, I put them on there myself.
Okay.
I had them out here, but then I put them in there.
So how many miles did you end up putting on this vehicle?
Oh, I don't know. It's got 180 on it now.
So you drove this in a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for a 55
yeah. it's
Chevrolet, 180,000 miles, that's a
straight
low
gear,
mileage.
straight gear, overdrive, power pack. 182 horsepower.
182 horsepower. Wow, that Wayne sure does have some amazing cars. I love that 1966 Chevrolet Impala, bought June 10th, 1966, I believe. That was 5 days after I was born. That car is like it came off the showroom floor just about. Original paint, original interior, 70,000 miles. That car is amazing. Make sure to be looking for the full video with Wayne. That video is going to probably be an hour and a half long because he had so many things to look at. I didn't want to miss any of them, so that video will be coming up before too long. And then on Friday night, Miss Kathy took me to eat at the Hillbilly Hideaway, where we met Rosanna, the owner. Her mom and dad started it, and let's take a little clip and look at it from the Hillbilly Hideaway. A little bit then, Rosanna.
We're in the main dining room. This restaurant we originally opened in 1978. That restaurant was my grandfather's tobacco barns, and we lost it to fire 2 years after opening. So they had started building up here for a music hall, so they switched the two to get back in business quick. So we've been in this building since April of '81. And these logs are hand-hewed white pine from Dan Ridge, Tennessee. You may know where that's
Dan
at.
Ridge?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
You can see them on the left, or you did before COVID. I hadn't been up, but I'm assuming they're still going strong.
So they come from a cabin or something in Dandridge?
No. A man was hand-hewing logs for homes back in the early 80s.
Okay.
And so my mom had become friends with him, my mom and dad, and so she called him when we lost everything to fire. We wanted to get back in business really quick.
Okay.
So she called him, and in about 2 weeks, 10 days, 2 weeks, all these logs come down the road, and we were back in business. We were only out of business from December of '80 to April of '81.
Well.
So we've been serving here year-round, nonstop ever since.
Is this your mom and dad?
That is a portrait of my mom and my dad, yes. And there's, we were talking about Billy Ray. There's a couple pictures here of Billy Ray and me. We have lots more, but we don't have room for all of them. So what I do when I decorate, I do all the decorating, and what I do is I say to myself, because I feel in my heart that people are coming to my house to eat. And so I decorate it as if it was my house. And so I love Victorian artwork, so I did this whole section with the Victorian ladies. And this is actually, on this wall, we have my grandmother, my dad's little picture. This one is my daughter when she was 3. And then all the collectibles of these Victorian women are something that I've always done. And so, yeah. And so
seems like you like baskets pretty good.
Yes. Well, actually, somebody asked me about that yesterday. The baskets were started by my mom. And so for her, I leave them up as in her memory. So she collected them for decades. So we love the baskets. So then we have some overflow rooms here. We have this one we use for a lot of parties, and then we have another one in the back. And then we also added, right before COVID, we added a patio out on the end there, and it's very popular. We can go take a peek at it. All right, so we only use this mainly on Saturdays or for people that request it. We have a lot of requests on Sundays because people may have their dogs with them. Maybe they've been to Hanging Rock or something like that. So this is very popular, especially on Saturday night, because you can sit out here and eat and still hear the music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah. This is nice.
Yeah, it worked out really good because we literally had added it right as COVID hit. And so a lot of people would come and sit out here outdoors.
Did you shut down for a while during COVID?
Well, the governor here in North Carolina made us do takeout only.
Takeout only.
So a lot of people would get their takeout and sit out here and eat.
Okay,
yeah.
That worked out, didn't it?
They got around that rule, didn't they?
So tell us how when people come here, you don't have a menu, you just eat what's on what you bring out.
Come on and we'll show you.
Okay.
Righty, here we go. We have green beans and fresh corn.
Oh, wow.
Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Let's make room for all this.
Our homemade slaw and pinto beans.
Oh, yeah.
Then our wonderful apples. And your meats today will be our fried chicken.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Fresh whiting fish.
Chicken legs.
Fresh whiting fish.
So good.
And then on this platter, you'll have hoe cake biscuits and cornbread and country ham.
Oh, wow.
Then we keep it coming. If you have favorites and want more, we'll certainly get it. And then at the end, we offer homemade desserts if you're interested. All right, y'all enjoy.
I got a table full.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Boy, that was some good food. I'll tell you what, they'll just keep bringing food as long as you can eat. It's all you can eat there. They'll bring you out if you want more fish or more ham. The night I was there with Miss Kathy, they had chicken, country ham and fish as their meats, then all kinds of vegetables. And that was a real treat to get to walk around the property and look there at the Airbnb that Rosanna has. She's got 2 places you can stay right there. I know everybody's, when they travel to an area that I'm filming in, right there at Walnut Cove will put you about in the middle of Mount Airy and Madison, not far from Pretty's General Store. So if you wanted to spend a few nights there at those Airbnbs, just Google that, and that's going to come up under the Hillbilly Hideaway. They have a website, and you'll be seeing the full video, like I said, coming up here not long from now, hopefully. I'm going to try to post about 2 of these videos a week. So I've filmed 9 videos, 2 of them's already out, so they'll be divided out over the next month or so. And then on Saturday, I spent all day from opening to close with Jane at Pretty's General Store, and it's just like going back home there, meeting people that I have met before, hanging out with Jane all day. I was there till from 10 that morning until 10 that night, I believe. We were getting to spend time together, and boy, just church broke out there at Pretty's General Store. Let's watch this clip and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. Y'all can come on up, y'all ready? This is John Ward. He's from the Appalachian Channel. He has a very successful YouTube channel. So, yeah. Yeah, so you guys are part of it. Yeah. Yeah. Now, where are y'all from?
We are about 45 minutes on the other side of Siler City.
Wow.
This way, yeah.
Y'all been hiking today? Been to Hanging Rock? Or?
We got wet. We stopped down here by the river, by the bridge.
Beautiful.
And
nice.
Cool off a little bit.
Yeah. Had y'all been up here before?
We have. We do, once a year, maybe.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right here to this store is our first time here.
Well, thank y'all for
You have a lot of
visiting.
beautiful stuff in here.
Well, thank you so much.
Very nice.
Stop by.
Thank
Yeah, we've seen
you.
it before when we drove by and we're like, we need to stop this time. It just
I
seems
hear-
so old school, so real.
It is
Yeah.
beautiful.
Back in the day.
Y'all are so kind. Yeah,
Y'all love some
beautiful.
country
Y'all
ham.
are so kind. So
Thank
kind.
You, thank you,
You don't
very
get
much.
stores like this much anymore. Once family catches something, then it's passed down to the next generation. It's sold. So you don't get stores like this much anymore.
Yeah.
So it's a gem,
Thank you.
It
Thank
is.
you
It
so
really is.
much. And the old corncob pipes. That's still kind of a tourist thing. You got this is a little matchbox holder here. And wicks for oil lamps. You have your antique stuff, but you also have what I call new-teak stuff. You got globes for your lanterns. These are little universal burners that you can replace. Then we've got like outdoor lanterns, and we have campers around here, propane, again, things are kind of intermingled in with the antique stuff, but the little corn holders. And I love the cardboard stuff, that this is an old display that I kept that I put the old corncob pipes on. Now these pipes are not made in Missouri. It's not the Missouri company, but I love the old cardboard advertisings that I kind of hold on to and keep. And so intermingled back in here is a box of skeleton keys that you sell every now and then. That's again, general merchandise and things like that, intermingled in with your antique, new-teak kind of stuff. Let's see here.
Here's some of your coffee cups.
Right.
They got your name on them, and
Gotta have a good cup of coffee.
are those made in North Carolina, you
Yes,
think?
Lexington Missions Pottery makes those for us, and they're in Lexington, North Carolina.
And that's one of the things you carry a lot of is local made stuff.
Yes,
or
I try to do as much of that as possible. So now I'm out of the old elixirs that used to be sold. I've got some of the old glass bottles again that people like to buy, but we've got some kind of this elixir that's it's an Amish made, good health, properties and things in it. Bottle pop openers, from Lodge, the little honey dippers. And then, we had
some medicinal property kind of, things over here. Again, when the Dollar Generals and things like that open, we didn't sell a whole lot of this stuff. And as I was saying you earlier, a lot of this stuff I keep here because I personally use it, but I have it because we have campers and every now and then they'll forget things like, you got alcohol. You see how worn and torn it's been taped? I got little notes in here every now and then of when he was in the military and just little, I press flowers because of my granddaughter who's named after a flower. But yeah, it's like a diary almost, but it's been a blessing. It really is. And that's just how God works. Look what he orchestrated here today. This is him.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
And it starts off with John saying, let's go do Bible study. We don't do Bible study on Saturdays.
We did today.
Let's retake them. I'm like, nah, just let it be. And then my first, who started Bible study, as soon as he said that lull dries up, and it's continued. And my beautiful Moravian friends and new friends and old friends, and y'all lift me up, keep me going, so thank y'all. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Wow. Wow. Yeah. It's kind of amazing what is going on at this old general store.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Hartman family. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa. Thank you, Mom and Daddy. Thank you.
Wow, that was so much fun. I love getting to sit around an old-timey general store all day long. I can't believe that this is how I make my living. I'm so blessed. God's been so good to me to let me travel and to meet these wonderful people. It's, when I look for a place to film, I've kind of narrowing it down this year. I've kind of defining my content. Oh, lost my paper. I'm defining my content by, I know that people love a destination to go to where they can eat. So I'm trying to show you more and more places that you can go eat because that seems like the things that people's most interested in. And although Jane doesn't have a full kitchen, she can sure make you a bologna sandwich or sandwich there, a cold sandwich. And that bologna sandwich I had Saturday was absolutely delicious. I think I ate that thing in about 4 or 5 bites. It was so good to be there and meet everybody. So I'm getting ready to close this video out, guys, but just a few updates. I'm working on a book. It's going to be called Discover the Simple Life, 25 country stores and restaurants of Appalachia. All of the places that's in the book are going to be open. I'm hoping to have that done by fall. I'm going to take off August and work on that. I'm not going to travel in the motorhome in August, but it's just so hot. It's hard to keep up with the dog when it gets real hot. Can't leave her out in the motorhome, so I'm going to stay here and finish that book up in August and hopefully have it in September for sale. It's going to make a coffee table book with a lot of pictures. Pictures are something that they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. So it's going to have a lot of pictures of, I'm going to try to include pictures of when the store was open 100 years ago, or if I can get some old vintage pictures of some of these places, I want to put them in the book. But the other pictures, the modern day pictures, the current pictures I took myself that will be in the book. I'll write a little bit about each one of the stores in each chapter. It'll be 25 chapters of beautiful old country stores and restaurants. That's coming up, and we'll probably sometime midsummer start doing some pre-orders on those because the first 100 books will all be signed and numbered by me. And what we'll do in June is start doing some pre-orders. This will be a very nice hardback book that's glossy pages that you can lay on your coffee table and be proud to show people of these places that are still open in existence, and hopefully they'll be open another 100 years. So be looking for that. And also, this video will be on YouTube maybe forever, but if you're going to be out this coming weekend, which will be May 4th, over in Rugby there in East Tennessee, Rugby, Tennessee. It's actually a Robbins address for R.M. Brooks General Store, but I've been filming at R.M. Brooks General Store for over 3 years now. This will make about 25, 26 videos there that I have filmed at R.M. Brooks's, but they're having the Spring Rugby Rumble, which is a car show. I'll be there on Friday night, May 3rd, and it won't be open to the public because they close the store at 5, but I'm going to go behind the scenes, and around 8 o'clock I'm going to do a live stream there as the girls are preparing and getting food ready for the next day. The night before the big car shows, they always work till midnight, so we're going to have a live stream starting at 8 o'clock on May 3rd. Make sure to mark your calendar for that. And then my next trip coming up will be May 10th and 11th, where I'm going to Saluda, North Carolina to film 2 stores there, and looking forward to that. Well, we're going to head back in and do some editing today. Got a lot of videos to work on, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.